Item Number: SCP-3470. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: the dissected SCP-3470 egg and 3 unhatched SCP-3470 eggs are in cold storage in Site-42. Mobile Task Force Lambda-12, Pest Control, are currently monitoring the area around Cibola National Park for signs of continued SCP-3470 habitation. Description: SCP-3470 is a predatory organism that relies on aggressive mimicry to hunt human beings. Specifically, SCP-3470 resembles a Ford Anglia 105E of unclear age, with a single occupant in the driver's seat. SCP-3470's most noticeable trait is related to the driver. Although the windshield is perpetually fogged in such a way that the face of the driver is obscured, when hunting prey, SCP-3470 will extend the driver's left hand outside of the vehicle and make driving signals. There are 2 human eyes embedded in the palm, and they appear to react and work in the same way as normal human eyes. SCP-3470 hunts only at night, in a manner similar to ambush predators. It patrols roadways in its territory looking for solitary cars. When SCP-3470 identifies a potential prey, it will catch up to them, pass them, and then force them to slow down and stop with hand gestures. Just before attacking, SCP-3470 will rotate the hand so that human drivers can see its palm. However, SCP-3470's method of attack and consumption is still unknown. SCP-3470's territory overlaps part of Cibola National Forest in New Mexico. Numerous reports were compiled of automobiles found still running, with their occupants having gone missing. All such reports mention the same tire tracks and blue paint specks on trees near the missing persons' cars. 2 police officers, dispatched to investigate the area, disappeared in a similar manner. However, they were in radio contact with other officers at the time of their disappearance, and their description of SCP-3470, particularly the hand of its driver, attracted the Foundation's attention. Addendum: Investigation and Recovery Logs. 2 D-Class personnel, D-01828, henceforth D-01, and D-13372, henceforth D-13, were dispatched at dusk in a standard-issue off-road vehicle to investigate SCP-3470 and, if found, prime it for tracking by Mobile Task Force personnel. The vehicle was equipped with a rear-end dash camera. D-01828 and D-17372 were both armed with piercing rounds, modified to include GPS beacons to track SCP-3470. Begin log. Command: Status check. How are you guys doing? Over. D-01: I don't know. Hot. Bored. Over. D-13: sweaty and thirsty as hell. Geez. It gets really dark out here, doesn't it? Over. D-01: yeah, but hey, check it out though. I've never seen that many stars before. Over. D-13: that's pretty cool. You know any of the constellations? Over. D-01: nah. Space was never my thing. Over. You? Command: you don't need to say over at the end of every sentence. Just when you're finished communicating. Like so. Over. D-01: yeah, but it's fun. Makes me feel like a trucker. Over. D-13: yeah, fucking 10-4, good buddy. Over. D-01: fuck yeah, 10-4, over. There's a light thumping sound. Most likely a fist bump. Okay. Let's make up some constellations. I mean, you see that one there? Looks a bit like a pig. Sort of, I guess. If I squint, yeah. I call it police. Okay. Shit, look. Over there, you see it? Which? No, I mean on the ground, over there. Headlights. Over. In the distance, a car's light can be seen. The car is moving west, perpendicular to the D-Class's vehicle. As the D-Class get closer, the car turns north, so that it is driving along the same road as the D-Class. Command: follow that vehicle. Get closer to it, over. D-13. Get ready to shoot the vehicle if necessary. D-13. Okay, got it. Over. The D-Class accelerates to catch up to the unidentified vehicle, which in turn appears to be slowing down. As it gets closer, the D-Class's headlights illuminate the vehicle properly. A turquoise-colored Ford Anglia without a license plate. The Ford's windows are transparent, and only one occupant, the driver, appears to be inside. D-13. Hey, this is a car from Harry Potter, right? Over. D-01. Holy crap, you're right. Hey, Command, so I know you guys are tight asses, but come on. Voldemort isn't going to defeat himself, you know. Over. D-13 chuckles. At the same time, the Ford stops suddenly, about 20 meters away from the D-Class, forcing D-01 to brake sharply. D-13. Jesus! D-01. What the fuck? Hey, learn to drive, you junkyard dog! Junkyard dog? A hand extends from the Ford driver's side window, and makes the stop hand signal. Bit late for that, isn't it? The hand rotates, showing a pair of human eyes embedded into the palm. The eyes blink once. Jesus Christ! Command: that's the anomaly. Tag it. SCP-3470 reverses. D-01 puts the car into reverse, and begins accelerating backwards. D-13 leans out the window, and begins shooting at the anomaly, but his aim is hampered by the bumpiness of the road. SCP-3470's hand remains outside the car window, making a stop gesture. Command: slow down! D-13 can't aim properly. D-01. Like hell I'm slowing down! D-13. Do not slow down! Do not slow down! After 2 minutes of pursuit, D-13 is able to hit SCP-3470 twice. The anomaly emits a loud screech, similar to that of a car performing a power brake, and slows down. D-01 does not slow down, but after several minutes, SCP-3470's lights disappear from view. 2 minutes after that, D-01 stops, turns the vehicle around, puts it into drive, and drives the vehicle normally back to base. Neither individual speaks for the entirety of the return trip. Following the successful tagging of SCP-3470, the beacons showed that it followed a pattern of movement consistent with that of a carnivore foraging within its territory. Additionally, SCP-3470 was noted to consistently return to the same location and remain there while the sun was up. This location was presumed to be its nest. Mobile Task Force Lambda-12 was dispatched to investigate. Lambda-12 Investigation Log. Begin Log. Lambda-12 arrives at SCP-3470's nest, a small cave in a forest, near where D-01 and D-13 encountered the anomaly, around dusk. The task force quickly establishes reconnaissance positions in the surrounding trees. As the sun begins to set, SCP-3470 exits the cave. Lambda-12 confirms, via the tracking beacons, that it has begun foraging. While L5 and L6 remain on watch outside, members L1 through L4 proceed into the nest. L1 is equipped with a flamethrower, L2 with a net launcher, L3 with a tranquilizer rifle, L4 with a standard issue light machine gun. L1. Steady, boys. Lord only knows what's hiding down here. Finger on the safeties. L3. Smells like shit and diesel. What the fuck has this thing been eating? L2. Take a gander. I'm more worried about these walls. Sure don't look natural. The cave walls are relatively smooth rock. However, there are noticeable imprints running along their length. L4. If I didn't know better, I'd say they look like… oh. L3. Oh. Oh what? L4. like tire tracks. L3. Oh. L2. Ain't that just peachy? Lambda-12 continues to advance. The passageway slopes gradually downwards, and then opens up into a larger cavern. The walls bear the same imprints. L4. Boy, I'm sweating like a pig. L3. Tell me about it. God damn, it's humid down here. L1. Focus. You see anything suspicious? L2. Think so. Way in the back. You see it? That shiny thing. It's reflecting my flashlight. Lambda-12 approaches the object. However, as they do, L3 steps in a scat pile. L3. Motherfucker. I think I just stepped in its shit. L1. Shine your torch on it. Let's see what this thing's been eating. L3 shines his flashlight on the pile, which is dark black in color. Several small white fragments are poking out of it. L2. God almighty, are those? L4. Human bones. Christ. L3. That's not all. Fuck. I think this is a cop's badge. L1. Scoop it in a biohazard bag and let's keep going. L3 collects a sample of the scat. Lambda-12 continues through the cave, until coming upon the object, initially spotted by L2. The object is revealed to be a clutch of approximately 10 translucent eggs, inside which small quadrupedal organisms can be seen moving. L2. Oh hell, it's breeding. L1. Right. You know the drill. Grab half of them. The Lambda-12 operatives proceed to store 5 eggs in their biohazard containment units. Then L1 incinerates the rest of the clutch with his flamethrower. They then turn to leave. SCP-3470 comes into view at the mouth of the cave. L3. Oh fuck. L1. Command? SCP-3470 has returned, and it's blocking the mouth of the cave. L4. It's revving at us. L2. I refuse to be killed by a goddamn Ford. L1. Stay calm, boys. God is my witness. All 4 of us are walking out of here with a story to tell. Safety's off. Shoot some tranquilizer at it. See if you can knock it out. At that moment, SCP-3470's hand appears from the driver's side window and blinks repeatedly at the squad. L3 fires repeatedly at the hand, emptying the rifle's magazine. One of the darts strikes SCP-3470's right eye. The entity emits the same peeling out sound as before, and then reverses out of the cave. L1. Well then, let's get these samples back to base, and then come back to nab the bugger. L3. Hey. Wait. I just realized something. L2. I don't like the sound of that. L3. SCP-3470 is supposed to be, turquoise, right? That one was black. L1. Hellfire. Lambda-12 quickly exits the cave. SCP-3470 does not appear as they exit the area. However, L5 and L6 cannot be found, and do not respond to any radio transmissions following the egress of the rest of Lambda-12.